Hey guys, I hope you're all doing really well. Today I'm really excited to share with you the first update for the Graveyard Project Pan. This is a collaborative project pan series that was started by Emily. I will link her channel, which is Emily and Max, down in the description box as well as up in the cards so you guys can go check her out. And this is a huge collaboration with not only her, but a bunch of other panners here on YouTube and on Instagram. So if you want to binge watch some more of this content, check out the hashtag Graveyard Project Pan over on Instagram, or there is a playlist that Emily has curated for here on YouTube. And I had so much fun when we first introduced this project 2 months ago, binge watching everyone's introductions, because basically we're just cheering on each other, using up our like close to expiry, kind of forgotten about makeup and previously project panned items that you didn't quite hit that goal on. And so it's been a lot of fun. I really do enjoy this project pan. It will be wrapping up on the 31st of October, so on Halloween Day, and there's still 4 months left of this project pan, which I'm really excited about. And I'm just excited to share with you guys all of my progress. I haven't filmed a video in almost a month since I've been on vacation. I kind of like pre-filmed everything that went out while I was on vacation. So it feels kind of nice to get back to it, but I'm also really excited to just kind of jump into it. So let's just hop right into all of the products I'm focusing on in this project pan. The first category, there's 2 categories in this project. So the first category is the Ressurection products. So those are items that were previously in project pans, whether you hit your goal on them and want to then finish them up, or items that you didn't quite make that goal on from previous project pans, kind of however you want to interpret it. So the first item in this category is from Colourpop, and it is a Super Shock Shadow in the shade Koosh. This is my favorite Super Shock Shadow shade. It is a cool toned, metallic, taupey kind of tone. I absolutely love it, and unfortunately the brand has discontinued this. I did start to pan it when I found out it was discontinued, and luckily I have now purchased a backup because they brought it back at the beginning of this year, and you can see it's just this absolutely beautiful sheen. It's such a perfect shadow to wear kind of as a one and done shadow look when I don't have time to really think about what I'm going to do with my shadow. And I want to finish it up, but damn, there's still quite a lot of product left in here. I think as long as I kind of focus my efforts and figure out a balance between not only this project pan, but like all my other projects, try to figure out how I can make this work, get this used up, I don't think it will be a problem. It's just a matter of kind of balancing everything. And if I had traveled with this, it definitely would have made it a little bit easier, given me a little bit more progress, but I can visually see that I have been using it, and that is a-okay with me. I am really happy about the amount of progress that I have made over the last 2 months. So I did weigh this when I introduced it into the project. Now, when I talk about the weights, of course, I'm talking about the entirety of the product. I can't take out or isolate the product inside of the packaging. So this is the entirety of the packaging. It was 18.05 grams, and now we're in at 17.88 grams. So not a huge amount of progress, but you know what? Visual progress and measurable progress. So that's really great. I think over the next month, I should be able to make even more, or not month, there's 2 months between updates. So in the next 2 months, I definitely should be able to make even more visual and measurable progress, and I'm really excited to do that. I've got another Colourpop product in the Ressurection category. This is the Colourpop Super Shock Cheek in the shade Lunch Money. Again, I feel like I've made really great visual progress on this, and I had not even touched it until I went on my vacation, which I left at the beginning of June. So I didn't use this for the first month of this project at all. I ended up just using it while I was on vacation to highlight on my collarbones, on my shoulders, down the front of my legs, and all over my face as well. I really did use the heck out of this over my trip, and it was perfect because now we're in the summer months. I think I shouldn't have any issue finishing this off within the next few months, as long as I can kind of continue to wear it that way. And not a huge amount of measurable progress was made, but I don't know, it seems like visually I feel like I can really see that I've made a lot of progress. So I was at 25.38 grams originally, and now I'm just down to 24.96. So really haven't finished a lot of product out of here, but either way, I'm feeling very confident that I should be able to finish this off without any issue by the end of this project pan, which would make me so happy because highlighters are a rarity to finish up, that's for sure. Actually, let me give you a swatch of this guy. It's so nice. It's just a good light champagne highlighter, so easy to blend out, and I love the way it looks on the body, especially now that I have a little bit of a tan. I really do like the way that this looks on my shoulders especially, and the way that it catches the light. It's just perfect. And I've got another highlighting product in this project as well. This is again in the Ressurection category, and this is the e.l.f. Illuminating Liquid Highlighter, or Liquid Highlighter in Illuminating. I never know which way it goes, but pretty sure I got the right name. And I have been using this so much. I've been mixing it in with primers to give myself a bit of a glowy base. I really like it for that. And then as of late, since the weather has warmed up, I've been using it on my body. I do have a little bit on like the lower portion of my arms here, mixed with a body lotion to just give me a little hint of glow. And then I have been using it also on top of my foundation for a liquid highlight. Today, I am wearing it on my arms and I'm wearing it with my primer, and I feel like my progress has been really great with this. However, it's a completely opaque tube, so I cannot tell where I'm at. In previous projects, when I had it in there, I could just really bend it down and I could see exactly where I was at, but there is a little bit of an air bubble in here and I just can't tell, so I have marked it as going from here to here, so just about a centimeter worth of progress, but realistically, I think I'm actually farther down than that, but I can't tell. So yeah, I can't tell visually, but I can tell through the measurement with this one for sure. I've actually made very significant progress on this product through the measurements. So I weighed it in at 17.35 grams originally when I first introduced it in the project 2 months ago, and now we're at 15.50 grams. So I feel like that's a huge amount of product to use up. I hope I didn't misweigh that, but I know I should have this done by the next update as long as I keep like mixing it in with body lotion or using it on my body and with my primers. Shouldn't be an issue whatsoever. I'm really excited to get this used up. I could have had it done probably for this update if I had traveled with it, but unfortunately that just didn't end up happening. So we're going to hopefully get it used up in the next 2 months, and realistically, I think I should. I'm gonna kick myself if I don't finish it. I'm gonna be really upset if I don't finish it, but yeah, I don't think there is any reason I won't be done with this, basically, is what I'm trying to say. So there's one other category prompt for this project pan, and that is the Collecting Cobwebs category. I love that name, it's so cute. And basically what it means is the items that are close to expiry, things that you've kind of forgotten about, things that are getting older in your collection, whatever. So I have 3 items from this category that I selected. The first one is something I've never had in a project pan before, and honestly kind of feel like I should have put in a project long ago. This is the Milani Baked Blush in the shade Luminoso. Mine is looking pretty rough because it's quite old. I don't even want to talk about it. So I do feel like I've made great progress on this. I did travel with it and the dome is definitely flattening out. There still is a little bit of product above the packaging, as you can see, but my goal with this one is just to hit pan on it, so we are slowly but surely getting there. It is a beautiful glowy blush. I don't even know if I can really just like do it any justice in a swatch, but you can see it just has a slight coral flush and just a lot of sheen, a lot of glow. It's absolutely beautiful. Like I said, I traveled with this and I just love the way that it looks on the cheeks, even when I was just wearing tinted moisturizer and this and brows and mascara, and that was it. I have not yet hit my goal, but I don't see it being a problem to hit my goal by the end of this project pan whatsoever. And as for weight, not a huge amount of progress was made, but I weighed in at 41.34 grams in the intro, and we're down to 40.97 grams currently. So you know what? Progress is progress. I can definitely visually tell that I'm making progress on this, and I'm really happy to be focusing on it because this is something that is so old in my collection and honestly was getting neglected, but I'm like honing in on it at the perfect time of year to really optimize it, so I'm really happy about that. And next up in the Collecting Cobwebs category is this lipstick from Bite. This is their Matte Cream Lip Crayon in the shade Leche, and I was very skeptical of setting a goal of finishing this item off, and I have not yet done it, but I'm feeling like that goal is actually very attainable now that I'm seeing how much progress I've made over the last 2 months. I only have a tiny little nub of this left, and from what I started with, which I'll show you guys like here, what I started with, I definitely can finish this by the next update, which is super exciting. That will make me so happy because lipstick is literally the hardest thing for me to project pan, and yet for some reason, I guess because of this shade and this formula, I'm working my way through this without any sort of hiccups so far. I mean, I say that now and hopefully that's not the case over the next 2 months, but this is such an easy formula and color for me to wear. It is what I'm wearing on my lips today, and I think it just goes with so many different eye looks, so many different looks in general, and yeah, I'm really happy to be focusing on it. I didn't take it traveling with me, so of course I could have made more progress if I had done that. Also, actually, let's talk about weight. So I started at 14.40 grams for this lipstick, and now I'm down to 13.94, and I think that that's really great progress. It's not a huge amount of product to use up, but I feel like this didn't contain a lot. It's covered up by the batch code, but I feel like this doesn't really contain a lot of product to begin with. So yeah, I'm very happy with that progress. Very, very impressed. And then there's one last item that remains in this project pan. This is the Pacifica Tuscan Blood Orange Perfume Roller Ball. I rolled this in, or I introduced this in the project because this is just a fragrance that I don't absolutely love, but it's something that I enjoy and I never wanted to let go of or remove from my collection, and I actually managed to finish it off. It's like totally empty now actually. After the past 2 months, I've been reaching for this all the time, making sure I was reapplying multiple times a day because it's not the longest lasting fragrance. And I took it on my trip with me, finished it literally yesterday, so the last day of my trip while I was traveling. I reapplied it on the airplane like twice. It's an 8-hour flight. Reapplied it on the plane then, and there looks to be a little bit of product left in here, but I cannot get it to go onto the roller ball, so this is done. I'm really happy about that. It's the only non-makeup product in this project, but hey, I was able to reapply it very frequently, and honestly, if I didn't put it in this project, I don't know that I would have finished it up, so I'm really happy about that. So I've been thinking for a while about what I was gonna roll into the place of that roller ball, and there's a couple items in my collection that I think would be really suited to this project pan, so I'm actually gonna roll 2 new items into here. And whether or not I finished up the rollerball, I was actually gonna roll in this item anyways. This is for the Ressurection category, so this is something I previously had in a project pan and I didn't have a chance to finish it up then. This is the Kat Von D Lock-It Powder Foundation in the shade Light 49. I was previously panning this because the shade is just not right for me. It's far too light and far too cool toned for my skin, but I do really like this as an eyeshadow to like set my primer. I really do like it for that because it's quite opaque and it's very blendable. I really like this to brighten up under the eyes. I did use it on top of my concealer today to really brighten up the under eyes, and I think that it works really well for that. So it's something that I can multi-purpose, and it's something I really do want to work out of my collection. So even if I didn't finish off the rollerball, I was going to put this into this project because I think I can finish it up in 4 months. Maybe. I'm not wearing it as like a full-on powder foundation, so that might be a stretch, but this product I did have pretty significant pan on before I repressed it, so you can see like I did repress it and it's kind of cracky. It's not the greatest repressing I've ever done, but there is still quite a bit of product in here, and as long as I focus on it, I don't think it will be a problem to finish it up. I'm really hoping to be able to use it up, but let's set a goal for the next 2 months to be able to just re-hit pan on it. I don't think that will be an issue whatsoever, and then kind of from there, I guess I could reevaluate. But by the next update, I should have pan on it. I think I will. And lastly, I'd like to roll in one more Ressurection product, so that will bring me up to 7 products that I'm focusing on in this project pan instead of 6. But this item was in my 9 in 2019 project pan earlier this year. This is the Stila Magnificent Metals Glitter and Glow Liquid Eyeshadow in the shade Kitten Karma. I rolled it out of my 9 in 2019 because it was going dry. I was gonna put it in my empties that month that I had taken it out of that project pan, but I heard from, or had seen comments from multiple people saying you can revive these with setting spray. So I kind of just put it back into my makeup collection and literally did not touch it. So recently, so as in yesterday, last night, I added just a little bit of setting spray into it, the Cover FX high performance setting spray, like the long wearing setting spray from Cover FX. And I don't know that it has necessarily revived the product properly, but I can see that like it's going on more opaque again. It doesn't look as crumbly or as dusty. I have not yet tried this on my eyes, so I have no idea how it performs or how it lasts. But I think if I put it into this project, I can kind of keep you guys informed on how it ends up working now that I'm trying to use it after it's dried out. So my goal with this is not necessarily to finish it up. I mean, I would love to finish it up, but my goal is to use it until I can really determine whether or not it's done. So I think I'm gonna play with it for the next 2 months just to see how I feel about it, if I have to add more setting spray to it or whatever, and report back to you guys after 2 months, let you know if this product is really just done at this point, or if it's something that I can continue to use right until it's actually used up. I hope it's clear what I'm trying to do with that product and what my goal is with it. It's more so to really see if I can revive and continue to use it and really get the most out of it. I really don't want to let a beautiful product like this just go into the trash and be unused. If I can use it for 2 more months, if I can use it for 4 more months, if I can use it for the rest of the year, that would be absolutely amazing. I don't want to just let this go bad. And I'm happy that I didn't put it into my empties when I pulled it out of my 9 in 2019. So now I can really just hone in on it, focus in on it here in this project, and see if it's something that I can continue to get use out of. So yeah, I'm really excited to play around with all of these products. I have used up 1 item, but I've added in 2 new items, so a little bit skeptical because I do have so many project pans going on at the moment, but I'm really excited. This is a great project pan. I love that it's a little bit longer term and there's more time between updates, so I will be updating this project at the end of August, so August 30th, and then again on October 31st, so that you guys can see how this project wraps up. But I hope that you'll tune in for the next update. Thank you guys so much for watching, and thank you so much for hanging out with me. I will see you in the next one. Bye guys.